Hello everyone, this is the third and last lecture on study of gas laws, and in this lecture we are going to discuss two topics. One is gas equation and other is standard temperature and pressure. So let's start with gas equation. Gas equation gives us a relationship between pressure, temperature and volume. Three variables, that is pressure, temperature and volume. So gas equation will give you a relationship between these three variables. As you know, we have studied Boyle's law and Charles law in previous lecture, and Boyle's law gives us the relationship between pressure and volume when the temperature is kept constant, and similarly Charles law gives us the relationship between volume and temperature when the pressure is kept constant. So what is the limitation of these two laws? According to one law we have to keep the temperature constant, while according to other law we have to keep the pressure constant. But in case of gas equation we don't have to keep anything constant. So let's see how do we get the gas equation. We can get the gas equation with the help of Charles and Boyle's law. So we know that according to Boyle's law, volume is inversely proportional to pressure. So this is given by Boyle's law. So Boyle's law says that if the temperature is kept constant, volume is inversely proportional to pressure. So it is Boyle's law. Similarly, there is other relationship, that is between volume and absolute temperature, and volume is directly proportional to absolute temperature. It is said by Charles law. So we have two laws. Now if you will combine these two laws together, so according to one law volume is directly proportional to temperature, and according to other volume is inversely proportional to pressure. So on combining these two laws we can say volume is proportional to T by P, because volume is directly proportional to T and inversely proportional to P. Or we can say V is equal to C by P, where C is a constant, that is proportionality constant. Now C is here proportionality constant, so we can say we can multiply P with V, so P V, and we can divide T on other side. So PV by T is equal to C, that is a constant. So this is what we get from the gas equation. So gas equation says that pressure into volume by temperature, that is absolute temperature, is always constant. So for any gas, for any given amount of gas, PV by T is always constant. Now let us say at pressure P1 and volume V1 temperature is T1, and at pressure P2 and volume V2 temperature is T2. So then P1 V1 by T1 will be constant. Similarly P2 V2 by T2 will also be constant. So therefore P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. So this is the gas equation. So in gas equation we don't have to keep anything constant. So gas equation can give you Charles law or the condition of Charles law as well as the condition of Boyle's law. So we know that according to Boyle's law, if the temperature is constant, so if the temperature is kept constant in this equation, for example T1 is equal to T2 equal to, let us say it is T. So we can say P1 V1 by T equal to P2 V2 by T. Now we can cancel T both sides. So you get the equation P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 when the temperature is kept constant. So we can get the condition of Boyle's law from gas equation. Similarly we can also get the condition of Charles law. What is the condition of Charles law? At constant pressure. So let us say P1 equal to P2 equal to P. So if the pressure is constant, then P1 and P2 will be same. So if we will keep this condition, so it will be, instead of P1 we will put P into V1 by T1 is equal to P, because P2 is also equal to P into V2 by T2. So PP, you can cancel out PP both sides because P is multiplied both sides, so you can remove P from both sides. So what do we get from here? That is V1 by T1 equal to V2 by T2. That is the condition of Charles law. So we can also get conditions of Charles law as well as Boyle's law from gas equation. So you have to remember this equation. This is a very important equation because it can give you condition of Boyle's law as well as condition of Charles' law. So if you remember this equation, you will not forget even the Boyle's or Charles' law's condition. So the next topic is standard temperature and pressure. It is also denoted by STP. So STP means standard temperature and pressure. So generally we have taken some temperature and pressure as standard because different gases have different behavior at different pressure and temperature. So therefore we have to observe the behavior of every gas at a definite pressure and temperature, and that definite pressure and temperature is known as standard temperature and pressure. So what is the standard temperature? So first we will talk about standard temperature. So standard temperature is taken as 273 Kelvin or 0 degrees Celsius. So if you will write it in degrees Celsius, it is 0 degrees Celsius or 273 Kelvin. And if we talk about standard pressure, so standard pressure is taken as 1 atm, 1 atmospheric pressure, or that is equal to 760 mm of Hg. So you have to remember these 2 points. Standard temperature is 273 Kelvin and standard pressure is 760 mm of Hg or 1 atm. So generally questions may be asked from gas equation and standard temperature and pressure simultaneously. So the condition of standard temperature and pressure can be given in the question. So you have to remember that if the term standard pressure comes, it means 760 mm of Hg, and if the term standard temperature comes, it means 273 Kelvin or 0 degrees Celsius. But to solve the numerical problems, we have to take the temperature in Kelvin. So you don't have to write the temperature in degrees Celsius. If the temperature is given in degrees Celsius, then you have to convert it into Kelvin. Now let's see some numerical problems. The first question says that the volume of a gas at STP is 250 ml. What volume will it occupy at 27 degrees Celsius and 500 mm Hg pressure? So first condition is STP and the volume is 250 ml. I have already told you STP means standard temperature and pressure. So in question number 1, during the condition 1 is given that temperature, and what is the standard temperature? Let us say it is T1. So T1 is 273 Kelvin because standard temperature is 273 Kelvin, and standard pressure because it is STP, standard temperature and pressure. So standard pressure, let us say it is P1. So P1 is also given, that is 1 atm. But here the pressure is given in mm of Hg. So we will also write it in mm of Hg, that is 760 mm of Hg. So we know T1, we also know P1. Now what is given? Volume. So initially volume is given, that is 250 ml. So we have T1, P1 and V1. Now we have T2. T2 is equal to 27 degrees. Again, you have to be very careful here because temperature is given in degrees Celsius, and when you are solving the numerical problems, you have to write down the temperature in Kelvin. So that is equal to 273 plus 27 Kelvin, or you can say this is equal to 300 Kelvin. So you know the value of T2 is equal to 300 Kelvin. Now P2, is P2 given to you? Yes, it is 500 mm of Hg. So you have to write down P2 equal to 500 mm Hg. Now the third thing that you have to calculate is V2. So V2 is not given, you have to calculate V2 here. So we can use the condition of gas equation here, that is P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. So you can put the condition of gas equation in any question. So P1 is given here, that is 760 mm of Hg, into V1 is also given, that is 250 ml, divided by T1. T1 is also given. So temperature is to be taken in Kelvin. So this is 273, that is equal to P2 is given, that is 500 into V2 is not given. We have to calculate V2 divided by T2. T2 is also given, that is equal to 300. Now we can multiply 300 here, so it will become 760 into 250 into 300 divided by 273. So you can also divide 500 this side, so this side it will become 273 into 500, that is equal to V2. Now this is V2 for you. You have to calculate the volume from this expression. So the volume will also be in ml, because V1 was given in ml, therefore V2 will also be taken in ml. Now the next question, the question number 2. At 10 degrees Celsius, the pressure of a gas is reduced to 75% and the volume is increased by 40%. So remember, the temperature is given, that is 10 degrees Celsius. So let us say temperature, initially temperature, that is T1 is equal to 10 degrees Celsius. So you can take 10 degrees Celsius, you have to convert it into Kelvin. So it will be 10 plus 273, that will be equal to 283 Kelvin. So temperature in Kelvin is 283. Then P1 is not given, so we can take P1 is as P1. P1 is same P1. V1 can be taken as it is V1 because volume is not given here. Now if we talk about T2, we have to calculate T2. Now if we talk about P2, so P2 is the 75%, because question it says that pressure of gas is reduced to 75%. What is the initial pressure? P1. So if the pressure is reduced, it will become 75% of P1. So it is 75% of P1, that is 75 by 100 into P1. So it will become 3 by 4. So P2 is equal to 3 by 4 P1. Now we have P2 here. Similarly, we can also get V2. So what is the value of V2? V2, this says that the volume is increased by 40%. So what was the initial volume? That is V1, and it is increased by 40%, means new volume will become V1 plus 40% of V1. So 40% of V1, that is 40 by 100 into V1. So 40 by 100, that is 2 by 5. So you can say V2 is equal to V1 plus 2 by 5 V1. So you can take V1, that is 5 V1 plus 2 V1 by 5. So V2 is equal to 7 by 5 V1. So from here you can calculate the value of V2. Now again you have to apply the gas equation here. So it says that P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. So we have the value of P1, value of V1 by T1. T1 is given, that is 283, that is equal to P2. So what is the value of P2? The value of P2 is given, that is 3 by 4 into P1. The volume of V2 is also given, that is equal to 7 by 5 into V1 divided by T2. So we have to calculate T2. Now P1 V1 will be cancelled because P1 V1 is multiplied both the sides. So now we have, you can move T2 to this side. So T2 will be in numerator. T2 will be equal to 3 by 4 into 7 by 5. Now 283 will be multiplied here. So into 283. So this is the value of T2. So please tell me the value of T2 in comment section. So the temperature will be in Kelvin, or you can convert it into degrees Celsius by subtracting 273. So this is how you can calculate temperature. So you have to be careful in such questions because it says that pressure is reduced to 75% while volume is increased by. So by or to. To means if the pressure is reduced to 75%, it means the new pressure is 75% of the previous pressure or initial pressure. Now it instead of to, it says by. So if pressure of a gas is reduced by 75%, then it means the new pressure will be P minus 75 by 100 into P. or P1 minus 75 by 100 into P1, because we have decreased the pressure 75%, means pressure is reduced 75%. So therefore the new pressure will become 25% of previous pressure. So this is the difference between reduced to or reduced by, or similarly increased to or increased by. So this is all in this lecture. If you have any queries, you can ask your questions in comment section. Thank you very much.